What is up, folks? Brisling Gaming. We are back with another exciting episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show. I help figure out what mods are good for you. And this week, as you guys can see here, we have a cool week ahead of us. I'm going to apologize for my voice. I know it sounds a little messed up. I was recently sick. I'm getting over it. By the end of the video, you guys won't notice anything. But also, I'm going to take a second to say thank you, mod authors, and thank you, community members, because you guys, your support and everything means the world to me. And also, mod authors, you guys are killing it with the stuff that you guys have been doing. I love it. But now, we're going to jump into the mods. And the first mod is the Sexy Drone by Afrosi. And it's really not super sexy. It just changes the robotic drone and makes it look like a doll, which I actually kind of like because the voice and stuff matches. So we got a little drone here. And you see, just holding her in my hand, she looks like a doll, right? We're going to go ahead, we're going to place her down. Wah! She floats up, right?
Startup sequence activated.
You hear that voice? It sounds a lot better than it coming from that as opposed to it coming from the gyrocopter thing.
Master, we are not alone.
Nope. See, listen to that voice. It just sounds so much better coming from that. I really like listening to that coming from this than coming from the weird gyrocopter thing. And it's really not even all that sexy.
Where
it just
are we going?
looks like a normal little doll that floats around with you. It's nothing like, I don't know, people would call it sexy. It's really not. It looks better than the normal gyrocopter drone thing. And I really like it. It does look just to show you guys what it looks like when I do like I'm gonna do the light. Where you at, girly? There you are.
Where are you taking me?
Modify it. We're gonna throw this in here, and then we're gonna throw her down so you guys can see. It looks funny seeing the light because it doesn't have like the drone does, where the light shines from one specific source. It just shines. See, like the light just kind of shines, and it, she's got a nice little glow coming from underneath her, where it's like the hands are what's lighting up to keep her floating. It doesn't have the normal. There you are. It doesn't have the normal little like dot above the thing for the normal drone. And I don't know, like for me, I like this version so much better. It just, I don't know, it plays better for me thematically. It fits better, and also the voice just seems to fit so much better coming from this. But with that, folks, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright, folks, so this next mod is the super simple Animal Planet by MD420 Reaper, and this is something that I think originally Alpha 19 or maybe Alpha 20 had, where there was just a lot more animals in the world that eventually the Fun Pimps were like, no, let's get rid of it, which I hate because I think it would make sense if half the human population or more is gone, is now zombies and stuff. Wouldn't animals get, more wild like this? But what this mod does is, you see here, just on this little road here, we've got a stag, a wolf, a pig, a coyote, and then if we fly around a little bit, we'll see some bears and other creatures and stuff like that. Oh, like, look, I think that's Grace right there. Yeah, that's Grace.
Incoming enemies, prepare for conflict.
Yep, thank you, drone. But this mod is just real simple, and it adds in just a bunch of animals and stuff that I like. I mean, yeah, it makes cities a little bit more challenging and stuff, because not only do you have to worry about zombies and stuff now you have to worry about coyotes and wolves and bears and things like that being around. Speaking of bears, I'm not seeing any. Could have sworn I probably would have, but that's okay. Oh, look, there's a vulture there, here in the forest biome. That's always fun. Oh, there's another Grace right over there. Another deer there. And you see, we're not, we're playing on a NavezganeX map just to show, in a small town like this, that's already a lot of animals. Another vulture there. It tweaks and adds in. What the hell was that noise? I think I hit the drone or something. Oh, look, mountain lion there. Like, I like it because it adds in animals. Yes, it makes meat and stuff like that super easy to get, but it also adds in a depth of challenge. Because, as you see, we're on day 1. If I ran into this mountain lion on day 1 with the current equipment I have, there's no way in hell I'm going to kill it. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to have to put down traps. I'm going to have to make a plan, lure it into zombies or something. Same thing for Grace. With, what I've got on this character, there's no way in hell I'm taking out Grace with this stuff. It makes it more of a challenge early game to kill some of these creatures because, again, you're dealing with Grace and bears and mountain lions and things like that. But it does make it fun and give a little bit more of a challenge and make the world feel populated, but in a different way. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the super cool overhaul light called NZ by The Legion, and I say overhaul light because it does add in a lot of really cool stuff, but the things that it adds in are still fairly small in scope. It doesn't really impact the whole overall game a whole lot, but they're still fun to have. It's really neat. My favorite two things that it adds in a zombie compass tracker and a nice little starter crate. So I'm going to show you guys the starter crate. We have this little item here called the NZ starter crate, right? So we go ahead and we put it down, we smack it open, and when we open it, we can get some gear. Sometimes you get good stuff, sometimes you don't. This time we kind of got hosed on the gear. It happens. Oh well. But it's still nice to get a couple pieces of armors that, you know, we otherwise didn't have before. But one of the best things about it is it adds in a tracker on the compass that we can see zombies with. And we have a little party girl here. Hey, baby. She shows up blue. And then over here, we have a feral one. What's up, mama? She shows up yellow on the compass. And then over here, Greenie, she shows up green. What's up, sexy? And then over this way, we have a being made of pure fire. This is an elite soldier. This is a tier above radiated. And as you see, not only is he like made of pure fire, he has a lot of health, and he's called an elite zombie, and he shows up purple on our tracker. And our screamer chick over here, she shows up pink. And she doesn't have very many HP. But it's nice to see something like this because, one, it gives us, you know, a visual representation of what's coming at us at any given time. So if you're wandering through and you're looking around, you're in a building or something like that, and you start seeing these things, you know how screwed you are based on the colors coming at you. Because if you see a whole bunch of purple, yeah, you better have some good stuff because those things are no joke. Just to kind of illustrate a little bit. Yeah, he's got a lot of health. He's got a whole lot of health, and we are not going to hurt him easily. He is going to shrug off and heal damn near anything we do as soon as we start doing it. But then it also adds in different tiers of crafting. So above stone, we have moon rock that we can craft. You find moon rocks scattered around doing different stuff. Hey, lady, I'm talking here. So you find moon rocks scattered around. You click recipes. We can craft moon rock, shovel, axe, stuff like that. And these are just a slight step up above getting just normal stone equipment. As you see, like the spear here says a spear crafted from moon rocks and is slightly better than a stone spear. Okay, lady, you gotta go. Annoying. And then above, kind of above that, we have brass, forged brass. And then at the very tippy peak, we have vibranium. It's the strongest spear in the game. Strongest spear in the game. Vibranium is the shiznizzle bizzle bang flizzle bizzle. But not only that, so we have steel blocks over here, right? Now we can come upgrade. Why is it saying I don't have moon rocks? I do have moon rocks. It did this to me before too, and I couldn't figure it out. I don't understand why it's doing that. It did this before. But if we type in moon, we can actually just place down a moon rock block so you guys can see. I'll show you the HP comparison. 10,000, 12,000. I see it repairs just fine, and it does the same thing with the vibranium. I don't understand. But if we put down a vibranium block, so again, you guys can see the HP. Bonk, 15k. 12k, 15k, 10k. So if the mod actually gets updated to properly allow, you know, upgrades through steel like you're supposed to be able to do, you see you can get a lot of HP with using the vibranium. And plus, that purple color is, I like that a lot. Like, that's really good. That's a really nice purple color. It shines very well. But also, farming has been reverted back to how it was in Alpha 19, where once you've harvested a plant, it stays as a seed and continues to grow. But not only that, it adds in a host of improved weapons, some improved bullets, improved shotgun shells, improved junk turret ammo. We get an improved pistol, we get an improved junk turret, crossbow, compound crossbow, compound bow, AK-47 is improved, the sniper rifle is improved, and look at the damage on that. That's 205, that's a lot of damage. Look at the damage for the improved golden vulture. 167, that's high. The improved damage on the SMG is 79. That's a lot. I like that a lot, and the SMG is one of my favorite ones to play with anyway. So it's really cool to see this. Like, they've been improved a lot, but we also get an improved generator, which, you know, go ahead, plop this down so I can show you. Look at the gas, a little bit higher than normal, right? This shows 10,000. Isn't the normal one 1,000? No, it's 10,000. But if we put in some engines, hey, come here. Lot of wattage. Whole lots of wattage. I don't know why I did the engines like that, but still, whole lots of wattage. Could have just done one stack. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. But you also saw, though, everything stacks a lot higher. Like, a lot higher. And the engine's actually stacking, which is a godsend because not enough does that. But we also, I keep hitting escape too many times, I'm sorry. But the backpack, a 96 slot backpack, which is fantastic. It doesn't impact the tool belt in any way. The HUD is nice and crisp and clean. The water's underneath the health and the stamina off to the side. It's easy to see, but it's not obtrusive. And you can always change the opacity to make it a little bit bigger. But not only that, so with this whole thing, we also get the B-dubs vehicles, which are fantastic. We get a radiated wasteland, so you have to have, just like in Darkness Falls, you have to have a radiated suit to go into it. We also get a larger output from workbenches. You saw the new tools and resources, the ammo stuff. We get the really cool the really cool wandering hordes and larger wandering hordes. So we get more frequently and larger as you play. It's going to be a little bit better overall, and we can craft tier 6 of most things, not everything, but most things. But it's just really cool to see stuff like this. I like overhauls, light overhauls like this, because they add in a ton for people who want to stay closer to a vanilla gameplay without going in full on like Darkness Falls or Undead Legacy, stuff like that. And this is perfect for it. It is a really fun version to play. My wife has been having a lot of fun with it, and I've been having a lot of fun with it because it's not a full overhaul, but it changes enough to make the just a normal vanilla-ish experience still really fun. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the last mod. All right, folks, so this last mod is the super cool NavezganeX by Deer Killer Gaming. This is a map where Navezgane was the central part, but has been expanded outwards into a full 10K experience that adds in all the fun stuff about Alpha 20 cities. You see, the city I'm in here is big. Actually, the first wave might have been right. I don't know. I'm not an English major. But you see, the city is massive, right? That's one thing that Alpha 20 city generation has done right. It's put in some big cities. But let's say we don't want this full experience all the time. We want something a little bit smaller. So I'm going to go to my POI teleporter, and I'm going to type in what's something that would be found in Navezgane only. No, it wouldn't be. Trying to think of like what the Dyersville buildings would be. Maybe hospital, another hospital? Yeah, here we go. So this is, I think this is Dyersville, right? That's this one, Dyersville. Damn, I don't remember the name of the cities. Yeah, Dyersville. Yeah. So you have the small city town, or small city town. That doesn't make any sense. You have the, wow. Oh, my brain is just fried. No, so you have the small city, the nice little town like this, Dyersville. Not a whole lot here. You know, we have a hospital, we have houses and stuff. And this map is actually perfect for new players. And when I introduced Lunabug to this, she said she really liked it because these buildings here, these houses, the POIs in Navezgane being far apart, get you out exploring a little bit more. They make you do things a little bit differently than you would normally on like an Alpha 20 map where you've got so many buildings just right there. This actually gets you exploring a lot more and puts more impact on bases, how you build a base, where are you going to build your base, getting vehicles and stuff like that, because now you've got so much land to cover. But only the small Navezgane portion is affected by that, and that's it. That big city we were originally in, if I zoom way out, that big city we were in, wherever it was on the map, I don't even know. You see, like if I just come up here, we're in the snow, but there's a big city right over there. So if I just, come a little further west, there's that small little city, but then there's that massive one there. So you also get that really cool Alpha 20 city experience, but you have the hometown charm of Navezgane. Hometown charm is what I was trying to think of before. Small cities to get you started. And for people who aren't really big into games like this or have a hard time and struggle a lot, this is actually perfect for them. Lunabug is one of those people, and she's had a lot of fun getting to experience it like this, which I think this has actually probably rekindled a lot of her love for the game, a map like this. And Deer Killer Gaming is far and away, hands down, probably the most prolific and best map maker I've seen. Yes, there's a lot of really good maps and stuff out there, but I think everyone that I've seen for Deer Killer Gaming has just been phenomenal. And this, to me, takes the cake because of, like I said, it's one of those ones that new players can get that Navezgane experience to get familiar with stuff and still have a chance to come to a big city like this and have all of the loot available and everything that there is to do without feeling like they're there all the time, like in some new maps where you have massive cities like this and then an open wasteland and then massive city. Navezgane spreads it out really well to give you small towns and stuff like that to get your feet underneath you. And then you come to a big ass city like this, you do your thing, and then you go back to a small town. This is a really well built map that, again, is perfect for people who struggle with types of games like this, or maybe just aren't as friendly with it or fun or whatever word I'm trying to think of. This just helps them, like it did my wife, Lunabug, find their passion for playing it again, and it's worked wonders for us. It's worked wonders for her, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And speaking of enjoy it, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode because we are done for the week. Thanks for sticking around. If you liked the episode, go ahead, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, let us know what you think. But have fun, take it easy, and we will see you next time.